We live in a world where everything's become all too convenient. Apps, payment cards, websites, booking systems, all designed to make our life as easy as possible. And I often wonder, is there some kind of underlying motive to all of this convenience? I mean, I'm of an age, I remember growing up in the 80s and a little bit of the 90s where everything was a little bit more paper-based. I mean, if I said to some of the younger generation, do you remember what a filofax is? They'd scratch their head and go, are you mad? Well, one thing we have to hold dear and one thing we have to keep is this: cash, money. We can't ever allow a situation where this disappears off our streets. 10 quid. This is already spoken for, so it's going to disappear from my pocket a bit later, but that's neither here nor there. I saw a very interesting video earlier on where there was a YouTuber, a very well-known YouTuber, walking around the streets of China, showing us how convenient everything was. Now, I've got a very valid point, which I'll tell you at the end of this video. It was very clean, very efficient. You could see all of the cars. It looked clean. And he was telling us about the coffee shops where it was easy to order things via way of an app that was linked to your card. And you could go to, I think it was a barbecue shop where they had something nice to eat, and it was the same thing. Everything was tracked. They knew exactly where you were. They knew exactly what you were doing and when you were doing it. It was a form of accountability, financial accountability. But one of the things he said was no cash. Now, this is where I do wonder whether this system is rolling out worldwide, because when you rely on things to order a pizza, when you rely on something to get your wages paid in and then deal with them in an app linked to your phone, and relying on the internet, and everything's 24/7 all of the time, isn't it? That's great. Absolutely great for convenience sake. But, and there's a very big but, what if one day you said something that went against the narrative that you're supposed to understand and supposed to communicate? What if you took an action of some description which went against the rules, went against the narrative that you're supposed to communicate and act on? What if you did something that was so incredibly off the cuff it would offend somebody in a place of authority? Then with all of that control over what you do, what you spend and where you go that the government and those in authority have over your everyday life, do you think they'd let you carry on as normal? Let me know in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your feedback. Anyway, thank you very much. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share me on your social media, and as always, I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.